Morning, even afternoon. We got a banger for y'all today, baby. We got a video from, I think I did say his name right, Zenkai Goose, but I also think he's referred to as Goose. Either way, his YouTube's in the description. His videos are so well done. Please go sub and watch these videos, man. This is a video he made saying why Call of Duty has not died yet. And obviously, being someone that has played Call of Duty my entire life, I was very curious to see what he had to say. I hope y'all enjoyed this as much as I did, man. If you do, hit the like button, hit the sub button. Most importantly, be sure to tell somebody you love them. I'll catch you in the next one. This will be an interesting one, man.
Sorry. 23 games, over 20 years, and the Call of Duty franchise is still going.
It's very true.
But how is this even possible?
True.
Just what in the Sergeant Price's mustache is their secret?
You want the gloves off? They're off.
You see, I've been playing Call of Duty every year for most of my life.
Same.
Which sounds insane to say, but it's true. There's been good years.
You want the numbers, Mason. That's all we've ever wanted.
And
literally, bro.
there's been, not so good years.
One of the key reasons Call of Duty has been as successful as it is we focus on fish.
Yeah, that was a rough one, wasn't it? But in a world where our attention can only be held for a few seconds, because we're basically goldfish at this point, I wanted to go back to the beginning to see what exactly Call of Duty does differently.
These videos are super well done, bro. Go watch all.
Went a little too far on that one.
Go watch all Zenkai's videos, bro. This guy's a legend, man.
Although
The
Call
way
of
he
Duty
does these.
Dinosaur Warfare is intriguing. Let's put a pin in that one. Perfect. But this isn't Call of Duty. Our story begins with Medal of Honor,
Allied Assault
from Electronic Arts.
I have vivid memories of being a kid and playing this game. Vivid. This exact scene, Omaha Beach, bro. It's unbelievable, man.
Classic World War II shooter, and it's a huge success for everyone all around.
This is the beginning. This is literally.
Well, except for these guys. But who the heck are these guys? They're the creators, Jason West and Vince Zampella, and they're not satisfied.
Dude, Vince made Medal of Honor Allied Assault. I had no idea. I should have known, bro. It was a goated game. It was so good. Dude, that opening scene, like right there, that's literally the first, if I remember right, that's like your first mission. And this is the very beginning where the guy hands you the med pack and stuff, bro. It's crazy.
Well, except for these guys. But who the heck
I didn't
are
know
these
Vince
guys?
made it.
They're the creators, Jason West and Vince Zampella, and they're not satisfied. They want to do something more, something bigger, so they leave EA to start Infinity Ward. That logo just feels nice to look at. It feels like the game I'm gonna play is completed. It's been finished.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
We live in a weird time. But the team needs money pronto, so they meet with Activision, one of EA's competitors, who's like, oh, you want money to build a competitor game to our competitor's lead hit franchise? Where do I sign? Okay, so now Infinity Ward's rolling in cash, and the team starts building their first game, completely unaware that it'd change gaming forever. Quick context, at this time, the World War shooter space was insanely crowded. Literally everyone and their
Battlefield
dogs
was in
are
there
making
too.
World War II shooters. Okay, maybe not literally, although that does sound incredibly adorable, doesn't it? So Call of Duty defies all odds and comes out the gate a mega hit. And Activision starts thinking
Money!
and buys a stake in Infinity Ward. Boom, they're in business. Call of Duty's here to stay, but now they're gonna make a sequel.
I want you guys to know, I didn't know this is how everything started. I had no idea that it came. It's funny that I love Medal of Honor and that I loved like the very first beginning Call of Duty games, considering it was the same guys that made
Team
it.
wants to go big. Meanwhile, Microsoft's over here looking for games to launch on their unannounced Xbox console, the Xbox 360.
Still to this day, the best
Yes,
console.
Eyebrow movement was needed. So,
Best
with
console,
the power
best
of the
console.
360, Infinity Ward builds the next generation of Call of Duty. Oh, and it's good. Like, really good. This is actually my first Call of Duty. I still remember renting the game from Blockbuster. You guys remember Blockbuster? And having my little mind absolutely blown at that new smoke
So
tech. I mean, just
true,
look at
bro.
that. No one had ever done that before. Yeah, sure. The gameplay was great, the multiplayer was magnificent, the achievements were awesome. Alliteration aside, that smoke tech was,
Nice.
You see, Jason, Vince, and the rest of Infinity Ward were absolutely killing it. And Activision was
Vince
like,
was on the original.
I like money.
so they buy out
Infinity
Infinity
Ward.
Ward completely and demand more Call of Duty, which, of course they do. But look, making games is hard, and making money on them is even harder. So let's do the math. It would take roughly 2 years of funding to release one game for a chance at success, best case scenario.
I'm asking you to be okay not spending money that I don't have.
So Activision decides to build Treyarch, a second company, so that they could release a Call of Duty every single year. No one had ever done something like this before. I mean, you had sports games, but like, the game's not changing that much, right? It's the same game every single year, it's a different roster, it's a completely different thing. Because a new Call of Duty needs a big campaign. It needs cutting-edge graphics, amazing multiplayer, and much more. Now look, I may be a Canadian goose man with 0 credentials, but I gotta tell you, it felt impossible at the time. Like, there was no way it could ever happen. Oh, well, of course they did it. I never doubted them, not once. Call of Duty 3 did sort of feel like a copy-paste of last year's game with a few last-minute changes, but this was exactly the opposite of what Infinity Ward stood for. And,
It became personal with me.
50,000 people used to live here. Now it's a ghost town.
Infinity Ward comes out the gate swinging with the wildest curveball, and people around the world are frickin' losing their minds.
Nice.
Dude, it's incredible. COD 4 literally changes first-person shooter games forever.
So true.
And that's not even an exaggeration. The control scheme, smooth.
What year was it too? You got to remember that too. So it said it.
50,000 people used to live here.
I think it said 06, 07. And so you gotta remember, this is a long time ago now. I was 17, so especially being like my age, growing up with Call of Duty, it's very interesting already to see all the behind the scenes. But B, this game really changed it, bro.
People around the world are freaking
And then
losing
into
their
MW2,
minds.
obviously.
Nice.
Dude, it's incredible. COD 4 literally changes first-person shooter games forever.
So good.
And that's not even an exaggeration. The control scheme, smooth 60 frames per second gameplay, loadouts, perks, challenges, the campaign, the Mile High Club mission. And yeah, I may have wasted days, if not weeks, of my life trying to beat that level on the highest difficulty for that achievement, and you might be thinking, well, surely you can't be serious.
I'm serious. And don't call me Shirley.
But more importantly, check this out. Modern Warfare was the first game to dethrone Halo 3 as the most played game on Xbox Live, and completely revolutionized the idea of a 4 to 6 hour campaign with zero fluff. It was like the YouTube version of video games. The modern military take was an amazing surprise for literally everyone, except Treyarch, who might have been out of the loop on this one. While World at War, that is very hard to say. One more time. While World at War reviews well, Treyarch's new game feels incredibly odd releasing after Modern Warfare. Tensions were rising, and as far as Infinity Ward was concerned, they were Call of Duty. And, you know, technically they had the receipts to prove it at this time. But the team, and we're going to put on the dramatic voice for this,
Black Ops
Just getting started.
It's kind of interesting how they're almost pinned against each other, you know? Like here you got MW2 and then it goes into Black Ops, I think,
was
which is
on a
huge.
frickin' roll. Everything they made turned to gold. Activision CEO Bobby Kotick could barely contain himself.
What else can I help you with?
Because of the
Money.
exactly bigger, better, and a direct sequel to Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare.
Still one of the
Infinity Ward
greatest. I
doubles
think
down
one of the
on
greatest
everything
CODs
that made
MW2
COD
is.
4 special.
Remember, no rushing.
You see, Jason and Vince made the rules. Call of Duty was their franchise. They could do what they want, however they want, the way they wanted, with whomever they wanted to. The two started having talks with their old pals at EA, and yeah, Bobby didn't like that.
Not one bit.
Except, this is where things take a dramatic turn. That was me doing a dramatic. Doesn't matter. Cut to the clip.
The two founders of Infinity Ward and the makers of the blockbuster Modern Warfare series were fired earlier this week by their parent company, Activision. It now appears that former employees Jason West and Vince Zampella.
It's very interesting to watch this back now and to think like where obviously Vince like went and is now. I didn't know like the full lore behind this. This is so interesting, dude. I'm
are suing Activision.
I didn't know they got fired.
Contracts and neglecting to pay them certain royalties that they were promised.
That's insane.
And in case you forgot, the Modern Warfare franchise has raked in over $1 billion worldwide. So we are talking some serious money here.
So is that where COD went wrong? When they fired Vince and Jason? Is that it, Kevin? They were at the peak. That was the peak of the game, and they got fired, bro. Oh.
With Jason and Vince gone, a good chunk of the team also leaves to follow them.
Wow, this is literally the fallout of it.
Now,
holy frick.
Well, that's incredibly wholesome, and we should all strive to have homies like that. It put a pretty big dent into Activision's main objective. We know. It's very clear that's your objective. I mean, how else is Activision CEO Bobby Kotick supposed to get a role in 2011's hit movie Moneyball?
You'll find new guys.
I actually love that movie, and I'm not afraid to say I've seen it multiple times and will continue to do so. When Chris Pratt hits that ball...
I think I've actually seen this movie, by the way. Sidebar conversation.
Okay, hold on.
Is that a spoiler,
Back
by
to
the way?
story. So, Modern Warfare had peak fan
I think
expectations.
that movie got spoiled.
Again. Call of Duty was now technically on fire behind the scenes.
I'm never gonna financially recover from this.
Nobody had faith in Treyarch's games, and yeah, it looked like Call of Duty was about to die.
When did... I'm going to let it go. Never mind. I was going to say, when does Vonderhaar get involved here? Is this it?
Hold on.
What do you want from me?
This is the GOAT, bro. This is one of... This is where... This is
Black
the...
Ops Releases has a fantastic campaign.
The numbers are real. They've always been real, Mason. This isn't a game.
And an iconic zombies mode.
Zombies
And
mode really
Treyarch
changed
figures
it a
out
lot.
everything's gonna be all right so long as they just believe in their own style. Who knew the story of Call of Duty was so wholesome? But it gets better, because this is where things start to speed up. Editor, lay in some Christopher Nolan-esque music with clocks ticking in the background to build the tension.
Inception.
Okay, so Modern Warfare 3 is a year away, and old Bobby here is starting to get a little stressed. You know, cause
Money!
yeah, exactly. Is that all these guys think about? Relax. Anyways, so Bobby gets this revolutionary idea. What if we just hire another team? Like a B team for the B team. Like a C team. Boom, Sledgehammer Games is built, and they help Infinity Ward finish Modern Warfare 3 and...
W3 was still really good.
Yeah, it's a little rushed, sure, but look, it's still Modern Warfare at the end of the day. I mean, heck, this game doesn't even have a tutorial. It just goes.
Jammer's 500 meters north. We'll leg it from here. Let's go.
Now, Bobby's got 3 teams pumping out Call of Duty, and he cranks that dial that was already set to 11 to 11,000 and holds his breath. And yes, I write my own stuff. Black Ops 2 brings the hype.
Guess who brought a jet to a gunfight?
Ghost kills it off completely.
Fish, move out of the way.
Hey. I enjoyed Ghosts, okay? I enjoyed it. I'll say it. I'll say it for the 5 Call of Duty players that also agree with me. I liked Ghost. Honey Badger, cranked. It was fun.
Hey, when you get close to them.
Advanced Warfare confuses it.
And that's where I come in.
Black Ops 3 steals someone else's, but perfects zombie mode in the process.
Do not have much time. They will return soon.
Infinite Warfare kills it again.
You got eyes on this, Reyes?
Affirmative.
World War II forgets everyone already moved on from World War II 20 years ago.
Get me the fuck out of here.
Black Ops 4 barely even releases. Seriously, there's like no content in this game. It's insane that it came out and they still had the balls to charge full price for it. Yeah, it's actually impressive. Oh, and they also release a mobile Call of Duty that is surprisingly good.
It's actually not bad.
But now it's actually happening.
Hey, it's happening! Everybody stay calm! Everybody stay calm!
Call of Duty is dying. nothing is hitting like it used to. The hype has left the building and players are going to other trending games. After 15 years, the franchise had an incredible run with more games than most companies can dream to make. But now it looked like it was time to put Call of Duty to rest and finally press F to pay respects. And we all knew this clip was going to be in here, so I'm just going to roll it, okay? We're just going to...
These are so well edited.
Except that's not what happened, is it? Surprisingly, after a huge restructure and 3 horrible back-to-back Call of Duty games, Infinity Ward comes back with a
I feel like we're berating Ghosts, and I feel like that's not necessary. Okay, it wasn't that bad of a Call of Duty.
reboot of Modern Warfare.
Bravo 6. Going dog.
It's more realistic, it's snappier, oh, and it's good. It's really good. But remember, players were already loving these other games, specifically because of the Battle Royale mode that was blowing up.
We both got ran over! Oh my god! We're so bad!
See, in a...
That is one of me and Doc's. I have to... Hang on. This is... When I think of PUBG with me and Doc, I immediately think of this clip. If you haven't seen this clip, I'll really quick explain it. This is me yelling, but... There's a car, and instead, like, you have the whole map, and me and Doc, somehow the car comes over the hill and it runs over both of us stacked up on top of each other, bro. This isn't the full clip. It's so funny.
Car behind us?
Yeah.
He might run me over.
He might run me over.
Shit! Piece of shit! We both got ran over! Oh my god! We're so bad! How do we have the entire map and we both get ran over by one motorcycle?
See, in a BR, the objective is simple. There's 100 people that are dropped into some circle and only one survives. Sure, Modern Warfare does incredibly well, but these BR games are murdering.
Legend.
But then during what felt like both the longest and shortest years of our lives, Infinity Ward drops their own Battle Royale included with Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare was already brimming with content, but Warzone pushed the game to the edge and made the download size bigger than most people's entire hard drive.
It's so good, bro.
God,
I don't think we'll ever experience that
why
again.
is it that big? Look, I don't know what was in the water in Infinity Ward during development of Modern Warfare, but like, it completely worked. Warzone was frickin' everywhere. And if you played it during the dark times, then you know how important games like these were to our sanity.
Oh, yeah, baby. Go ahead. Oh, my God! I'm just the hype man.
No one does it better! Oh, baby!
Which is both amazing and frighteningly depressing. So Call of Duty is back, baby! And it's printing money. Bobby can finally breathe again. So Treyarch comes back with another Black Ops. I don't know. It's all right. It looks fine. It's fine. Sledgehammer tries another. Guys, stop making World War II a thing. Nobody cares. So, while
it is crazy that, like, Call of Duty, they've been making World War II games for like 17 years.
We wait for the lengthy legal document that's about to be prepared in the comments section, Infinity Ward comes back swinging with Modern Warfare 2, has a new Warzone and the strangest Hulu-style UI I ever did see. Seriously, what happened there? Who thought that was good? Look, simple.
Yes.
Confusing.
Yes.
Simple.
Yes.
Confusing. Let's just keep it simple.
Yes.
Okay, so now it's 2023, and Bobby's got a few disturbing implications under his belt.
I was gonna say, he's not CEO anymore, right? Technically, Bobby?
You what?
Yeah, it's not looking great for Bobby. And rather than deal with them, he throws one of the greatest curveballs of all time and sells the entire company for
$100 billion.
Wow. Jason West retires from gaming, Vince creates hit after hit like Titanfall, Star Wars Jedi, and Apex Legends for EA under
Vince really is the GOAT.
hilariously called Respawn Entertainment. I like what you did there, Vince. It's very on the nose. I like it. Nice.
Nice.
And Call of Duty is still going.
Because on November 10th, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 arrives.
It's still going strong, putting out the same thing every year in a new setting.
Modern Warfare 3 this year is the complete package.
we're shipping 16 multiplayer maps, all from the original Modern Warfare 2.
But that's actually what's super fascinating. That's because when you think about it, Call of Duty really isn't a game. It's a pattern or a formula, and believe it or not, that's fundamental to a franchise. You go into McDonald's, you expect a certain thing.
And now here we are, enjoying a meal like gentlemen.
Here's your Big Mac, here's your large fry, here's your junior chickens that you may or may not be addicted to. I love McDonald's, especially these junior chickens. They're like crack to me. Not that I've ever tried crack before. Now it seems like I've inferred that I have tried crack. I have not tried crack. And here's your Coke that tastes like the greatest thing of all time. What do they do with it? Is it like watered down or something? I don't know what they do, but it's delicious. Try to describe any game as Call of Duty and people will totally get what it is. It means it's a first-person shooter with snappy controls, 60 frames per second, ADS, and once these guys figured that out, well, they could simply plug and play their identity into the formula every other year. So if you didn't like this year's game, you knew that next year there would be a brand new title that you might like.
It is very true.
As odd as it sounds, having multiple highly competitive development teams releasing a new game every single year probably kept Call of Duty alive much longer than anyone could have ever imagined. But look, the real magic comes from how much these teams respect the social aspect of their multiplayer.
He says he will give each of you $250 cash app if you leave us alone. I almost wore that shirt today, by the way.
Yeah, all right.
That never gets old, does it? Proximity chat is the best.
Hey, no, stop. Just calm down. Don't do it.
Every game should have it. Yet every other AAA multiplayer game is becoming less fun every single year. And I believe I found the answer. So watch this video to see the effect on gaming's war on terror. All right, I think that's it.
Those videos are so good. And by the way, I saw you refer to yourself as Goose. Is it Goose or is it Zenkai? I'll just call you Goose, bro. I like Goose better. Super well done video, man.